we're live. Don't touch that dial. It's Monday night. Y'all know it's time for some unholy tea. What's up? What's up? In here. Whoa, why is it so big?
I don't know.
yeah,
You're the one that set it up.
yeah. Uh, what's happening, CSHR Radio? Terrestrial stream and social media. Y'all know how I like to do it. Y'all know on Mondays I like to sit back and take a little time, let it breathe, let it breathe. So, with that being said, y'all know the motto around here at CSHR Radio: sharing is caring. What's popping, Hoey? What's popping, baby?
Oh, wait.
So, I ain't
Welcome,
even.
welcome.
What'd you say, Jack?
Well, I said, welcome.
Welcome to the show. So, I'm gonna be transparent. I really haven't had a topic planned for today. I've been busy as crap. So this is going to be a I have no clue what we're gonna do today episode. But
Ooh.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I've been kind of doing a lot of introspection lately, kind of just feeling like the need to talk less.
I feel that. Sometimes you need to take that time to listen and reflect internally, listen internally as opposed to speak. And it is one of those times, especially in the moon cycle.
Not just that. I mean, just for me, it's been a lot of watching the world, just watching. It's been real interesting.
Ugh. I don't like watching the world. I'm not going to lie on that one. I do not like watching the world.
Oh yeah, see, I people watch. I pay attention to like interactions. I pay attention to just how things go, my surroundings, and sometimes when I just sit back and just observe and chill, it'd be kind of interesting.
Oh.
Oh,
And see that. It's not for me right now.
I mean, it's fun and it's kind of a trippy experience. I mean, like when I say people watching, I mean like it's like an overdrive with watching, just watching my surroundings, just watching how everybody responds to everything. Sometimes it's kind of trippy. It's kind of trippy. But ain't really much to talk about. Ain't really much going on out here. Same thing, same people lining their pockets with money, same people crying about the same things. Kind of like, what do we talk about?
Well, you said you've been observing the people. So observing, what have you been noticing as you've been observing people?
I
Let's discuss that. Come on.
don't know if this is something I should be saying on air. I've been observing what people to get the heck away from me.
The world is quite peoply.
I've been no seriously though, like just watching how people move, watching how things transpire. I'm crying. Holy said just today I watched 4 people trying to open a door with a big ass sign that says drive through only. That happens all the time. At least around here it do. What about
My
your way?
favorite is watching people push the door that very clearly right in their face says pull.
Hey, watch your mouth because I'll be doing that a lot. I'll be high. I'll be doing that a lot. But
Hmm.
I don't know. Kind of It's been an interesting time. Like, I really been thinking about like how bad everybody talked about me when I was down bad. And it's wild because like I was nonstop topics of conversation. Like just kept going and kept going. Eesh. And so it's kind of I guess your sense of universal comical irony watching them same people that sat around bashing me, kind of just watching how their lives are falling to shit right now.
That is literally always the best. Wait for me. I'm not gonna lie. I love watching somebody that's been hoping for my failure, for their failure to come right behind, just take them right down.
Oh yes, it's definitely a lesson in humbleness because I'm not gonna sit and do them how they did me and gloat about it. But it's just kind of that sense of irony, like, dang, told you leave me alone. Now you about to get some a taste of a rough walk to walk through yourself. Ugh.
Oh, oh. But I mean, we're on social media, and that's what people be doing out here on social media, being in everybody else's business. Kind of what
I
we're doing
mean,
with the elections and celebrities.
who is we? Y'all can't lump me and we with that one because I don't care. I only talk crap to talk crap. So Hoey says that's what happens when people spend more time in other people's business than they own. You're absolutely right, Hoey. You know what I mean? Like, so a part of with like me just sitting back and reflecting, a part of it is kind of me, me seeing what I'm doing and like noticing like what I've walked through to get there. And just kind of looking at them same people like, hey, bro, like all this talking about me you doing, you could be doing this and more if you put your mind to it.
Kobe sent me a really good video last week. And that video, it spoke some serious truths. And I kind of want to find it and share it with you right now because I actually think it's really relevant to what you're saying.
Ish, let me know when you find it. Let me pull up.
Um, where is that?
Let me know when you send it in the chat so I can pull up Facebook then. That way it don't ding.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I had to find it to show that everybody else too, because I was like, "Yo, you guys, Hoey just like for one, just kidding. For once he spoke truth, and it wasn't hotivities."
I'm weak. It's wild because like
I'm sending it right now into management.
all right, I've kind of been going through this phase too, where like a repeating message is I can't take everybody with me.
You've been mentioning that one a lot.
Hold on, real quick. Let me bring this back to the beginning. We're gonna go ahead and throw this up on the screen. Oh, well, that's not
There is some swearing on it, so I apologize to the radio.
damn.
You're just a bitch. Honestly, that's not me trying to be some after school special shit. You really are a bitch. Real men ain't doing it. Real men don't care about that gossipy bullshit. Get to work, man. I know why you go on Instagram. I know why because you just have the time. You have the time because you don't want to put that time into bettering oneself. Get back to fucking work. It's time to get back to work. Stop hearing yourself talk. Get off the podcast. Don't be on social media too much. Cut out all the fucking noise. Get back to the mental lab. There's no hacks, bro. It's you against you. You against you. And if you misunderstand that, you have a real problem. The problem is you, and you don't want to fix it.
That's wild. That is wild because that is like almost the exact same talk I just had with myself over the past couple of days.
That's why I was
That's
like, yo, you know what? Hoey sent something that was, yeah.
like, it'd be like, it's kind of why I've been like, more so like really kind of just like on live streams and everything every lately because I've been kind of trying to figure out where I'm going with things.
I think we're all
Me-
navigating that right now.
Well, I'm
Well, go-
I'm walking steps that I never even thought about. To be like, in addition to working and doing everything I'm doing, like I spend my days like right now, like doing my damnedest to learn up on NFTs. It'd be like to understand even like exactly how they work because I've got projects that are wrapped up now. I mean, that like are diving into NFTs. Like, I mean, I've got the homie, I mean, making projects and putting like splits my way of the project. I'm trying to start incorporating that. So it's kind of like, I don't know, hearing the echo chambers just then got old. Being honest, should be like I've been kind of slow walking things because I thought that we were moving. So I had the lab totally packed away. I've spent the last 2 days unpacking it. It'd be like I definitely want to start taking in like sessions where I'm sitting down and working on a track. It'd be like running it over a live stream. It'd be just for input and shits and giggles.
That's what you should be doing though too, mixing up that what you got going on because like as much as they're not intertwined, they are very, very much so intertwined. Both things that you'd be doing, the stuff that you're trying to teach and get out there to people, and the music that you're putting out, they reflect each other.
I mean, there's so much right now that it's like, what and where do I start? It'd be like I'll give a great, it'd be a great, I guess, a great kind of place to look at. I had the goal of getting a label release, knocked that goal out the park. Now, in achieving that, information's came my way that's kind of like been like, oh, hold on, I didn't think about none of this. I didn't like when I set out on this goal. I'm just thinking like, okay, I'm gonna make a track. I mean, a label's gonna release it, and I'm gonna get a cut off of this. You'd be like, wow. I didn't think about things like, oh, wait a minute. When this track gets released, at any time, if somebody remixes this track, I get a cut of that too. So it's like, oh, hold on here. This what works a bit differently than I just originally was sitting back thinking, like, oh, hold on. I can make this do what it do. We, as an artist, marketing and promotion, you got one or two options. Go pay all these big things you see on social media and take a chance of getting ripped off, or do a lot of groundwork yourself.
It's the difference between wanting to actually get up and do it or having somebody do it for you.
Man,
And
I need like 10 of me to do everything right now.
yeah, but that means it's worth it. Honestly, that means it's worth it.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's there's so much like as an artist you use social media different. So like starting to learn the ropes of that, like how to effectively use Instagram, how to use the social media platforms instead of just getting on and bullshitting on them, for lack of better words. It's kind of just been one of them like I'll figure it out as we go and kind of just wade through it. No, I don't know.
Well, it's like
Oh,
with my photography. A lot of it is going to little stores and trying to get them sold as postcards. How you get it started. There's little things like that that people don't pay attention to that you need to do to just get
who?
going.
I mean, honest question: who even buys postcards anymore?
Actually, believe it or not, quite a few. And most people don't buy them to send them anymore. They buy them to collect them and put them into freaking random things. It's kind of interesting.
I ain't
I
heard of
was
that yet.
talking to I was talking to a few local artists over the summer about it.
I ain't heard that one yet. So you just hit me with something new.
Yep, it's when people go sightseeing. That's when people are buying them. It's like Polaroids. They're making a huge comeback.
Oh, are they? Polaroids are making a comeback.
Mm-hmm.
Snap it like a Polaroid picture.
Mm-hmm. I have 3 of them sitting in my house. One's an old one, one's one of the newer age ones, and one's my daughter's that I just bought her this year.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look into that because I really haven't never heard of nobody with postcards in a long time.
I get ones in the mail almost every year. Every time my grandparents go out of town, they send me one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, I can't relate to that because all my grandparents been gone since I was young. So
Oh, I still keep in contact with my foster grandparents, and they always go back to Germany and England and stuff. So they send me stuff.
that's dope. That's
Yeah,
dope.
they send me pictures from where my actual grandparents used to live and stuff too, attached to the postcards and stuff. It's old people haven't died yet. Like some of that stuff is still relevant.
Man, I'll tell y'all.
Mm.
Before I decided
I
this was
made it 17 minutes before I got that way. I tried. I did my best.
before man, sitting here trying to figure out what I was gonna do today, I got to reading like the local news headlines, and this crap is comedy. The local news headlines are comedy. Like, woman gets judgment on Toledo car dealership. Dealership disappears. So they sold you a piece of crap. You took them to court to get your money back, and they just closed and said you ain't getting it. Dang, that's gotta suck.
It's like this
Thieves,
poor.
go ahead.
We don't get news like that.
Thieves break window at cell phone store.
Well, that's pretty normal.
That's well, y'all people about dumb.
We've got one. It's a woman being harassed by the local cougar, and not an old lady. No, like an actual kitty cat cougar hanging around the city, banging on her window and dropping dead cats at her door every night.
Man accused of taking videos of teen girl getting in and out of the shower pleads not guilty. I'm gonna love to hear this defense.
I don't think I want to hear that defense. That's going to make me angry. I don't like reading news that make me angry.
Toledo woman arrested for serious injury crash with motorcycle while intoxicated. Don't drive drunk. Don't drive drunk.
You said these headlines were funny. Only one of them was funny so far.
8-year-old drives herself to Target and hits mailbox.
Okay. My daughter would do that.
Church pastor in Brighton arrested for hiding camera in bathroom. He said that he's doing the Lord's work.
There's a reason the Lord wasn't doing it in the first place, I guess.
Oh, smacks. Man arrested after shooting person in the face. What
Well,
did
I'd
you
hope
think
so.
was going to happen? Did you think you were going to go home? Oh, man.
I think I'm rethinking. You're not making it sound very.
Big news story. Food stamp fraud. You know what I'm saying? It's just the same thing. Over and over and over.
All right. Let's go. Let's open this up. Let's see what we got going on over here. Let's see what the other side of the fence got.
Please, somebody, because Ohio, this is killing me. Reading the Ohio headlines is like
We just had a
depressing.
triple homicide. Oh, bats are under threat from a deadly fungus. Okay. So bats be going down. Another drunk driving car accident up here.
First Energy Corporation violated anti-fraud provisions by misrepresenting its role in the political corruption scheme and failing to disclose related payments. They will now be paying $100 million. That's a fine.
Overheated news is what do we know about how female bodies deal with heat? Apparently that's news. Just in case y'all were wondering, there is a news article for women's body heat. And apparently, yeah, they're putting a new dam in because we need another dam. Oh, and they're mulling restrictions on selling knives in corner stores. Why? Okay, I'm done reading the news now. I'm mad. Okay, carrying on. Go, Max. Your turn.
Let's see. Well, I know a bunch of people were carrying on about something about Haitians eating cats or something. I don't know.
I've been seeing posts about people eating cats in Ohio. What is with the cat eating in Ohio?
Man, I don't know, because real niggas don't eat cats. That's why we don't even like Chinese food, because I feel like they be getting
So,
stray
like,
Chinese
y'all
food.
gonna be single for life. That's the way you want.
Listen, it ain't no Negro here. It ain't people in Toledo. I don't know what them Springfield people be on. I can't tell you.
They need to bring back The Simpsons.
Man. Woman accused of attacking victim with a hatchet at the gas station.
Was she screaming ICP while she did it?
She looked like an anorexic version of Precious.
Oh, God.
2 inmates indicted for alleged assaults at Toledo prison. It's prison. People get beat up.
Yeah, but it's official. The news just makes me frustrated and angry.
Yeah, it's all the same.
It's nothing. It's nothing worthwhile anymore.
I guess here's a semi-newsworthy story. 5th grade girl takes to the gridiron. A little 5th grade girl decided she wanted to play football.
Damn.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That gets a cool in this point. They're still trying to solve an unsolved murder from judging by this picture of 1960 something. Hold on. I'm gonna watch the whole file.
I got no pain.
Hold on. Here we go. So I guess we're gonna try and solve an unsolved murder.
Let's do this. Who the hell, Sharon Ward? How did she die?
I don't know yet.
Winter 1982. On the morning of February 28th, a gruesome discovery in a cornfield. A 17-year-old girl dead in the 5100 block of Jacobs Road in Oregon. That girl was Sharon Ward.
It was shocking. The morning that Sharon's body was found, we knew that she never came home. I had seen her the day before. She was downtown catching the bus to go see her grandma.
Karen Jones was friends with Sharon. They grew up in the same neighborhood and walked to school together. She remembers that day vividly.
It's the last thing, especially as a teenager. You don't expect any of your peers, yourself, anybody. We're young. It's not how it goes.
The Lucas County coroner ruled Sharon's death a homicide. She was hit over the head and stabbed multiple times. Ward was last seen alive in North Toledo around 10:45 the night prior. She started walking home to the east side, but what happened after that remains a mystery.
What happened? What went down that she had to die? You know, I don't know.
For decades, the case was cold
You know
until
something.
Detective Sergeant
No, I don't know. I wasn't even born in '82.
I said she does. I was calling her out for lying.
32 years later, they ain't found who did it. They ain't gonna find them.
Oh, that's not true.
Listen, that's in Oregon. If it's one thing for fact, two for certain, them people are probably putting somebody in jail. So if they ain't found somebody in 32 years, they ain't not about to find them because Oregon finds you. But yeah, that's why this right here is a great example of why I don't watch the news or subscribe. Because it's all crap and depressing. Nothing to tell me how to do something in life.
I mean, it'd be one thing if they were if they were continuing to share all of the revelations they've had in like science and psychology and stuff like that. If they made it more about that more often, I think a lot of us would be more intrigued because we would be getting fed something from it as opposed to, oh, so and so did this. It's like, yeah. And it's all paid for and bought for the government and shit up here. So
Like people be like, why don't you watch the news? I just gave y'all close to a half-hour example of why I don't.
oh, it felt
Like,
like a half hour, but it was only 15 minutes.
crap. It's like the movie Life. Tell us about the boom boom boom, Ray. Tell us about the letter. The dog, he dead. Your grandpa, he dead.
Well, yeah. Made me think of something. Yeah, no.
What? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Oh, I'm holding my pace.
No.
I'm gonna pack this blunt and hold my peace.
I'm crying. Packing and holding. Make sure y'all pack in them shares and hold down the fort for Big Scott, man. Y'all see that they got to GoFundMe up for him to help him out. An update is he did just make it home from the hospital. So Scott is at home resting up. Hopefully he's feeling better to pop in the studio Wednesday. We should have a Southside Live Music Wednesday. I have not confirmed that 400% sure yet, but I do believe we have one.
I'm sure Junior's all excited.
So are we doing an Ashley and Junior reboot then? Since we
I do not know. I do not know. I should touch base with a lot of them.
Yeah.
We calling a staff meeting this week. HR deemed it so. Be there or be square. I thought we were investigating a murder mystery, so I put on my glasses to be able to read it. And then I just continued rolling my blunt.
As soon as I seen it was 32 years past, I'm over it. They ain't about to find him. He gone.
I'm not gonna lie. There's been some trials, because that's one thing I do like about the United States is that most trials are public and able to be watched by the public, whereas the trials up here are all private. You have to actually go to the courthouse to be able to be privy to anything. So a lot of your guys'
Speaking
trials are
of,
entertaining to watch.
man, I'm glad you just said that. I'm glad you just said that because I'm about to weigh in on something real quick. So the whole Young Thug YSN trial, right? I'm just gonna tell y'all this. That is so made up. It's really a mockery.
Yeah, so
For
that
all,
trial I'm not privy to because that's a Hollywood related trial and I take very little interest in them.
it's some
Unless they got a
it's
comedy aspect, like the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. That was comedic. That was funny.
so it's some music artists. They're basically hitting them with these charges and trying to use their music against them, right? It's so like wide blown out of proportion on TV though. Like I can't do nothing but laugh at it. Like as somebody that's actually been in them courtroom settings, some of the videos that you're seeing that I see on social media, I just have to look at it like they really expect people to believe this is a real court hearing.
Oh gosh, no, if it doesn't come from the Long Crime Network where they actually film inside the courtroom and I get to see the evidence and listen to what's being said on both parties, I can't be bothered with it. Most people would find it very boring, but some of them are quite entertaining and you get to find out some interesting information about people.
Oh, I bet. I bet.
I'm just saying that Wade Wilson trial, was funny to watch.
Who was Wade Wilson and what did Wade Wilson go to trial for?
For murder, of course, and he is a lovely gentleman that literally tries to make his face off of looking like the Joker.
You can't. I'm sorry. I'll be honest. There will never be anybody else that can really ever. You can't beat Heath Ledger's Joker. I'm sorry. There's no beating Heath Ledger's Joker.
No,
Ever.
there's not. And he put a lot of effort into that.
Like Heath Ledger took the Joker and like put the character of the Joker on a whole different pedestal from what it was.
I had high hopes for Joaquin Phoenix. I'm not gonna lie. I did have high hopes for him because his personality and his ability to play certain roles, but I feel like he didn't do what I expected Joaquin Phoenix to do with it.
I mean, you can't come behind. You just can't come behind Heath Ledger. You can't follow up Heath Ledger. It'd be like
He killed himself for that role.
man, literally.
Like that's literally it but the movie he was doing at the same time as that actually turned out really, really good too. Like he knocked those two movies out of the park real well. And that was the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. He was filming both of those at the same time, and those were two very different roles to be playing. And he still did amazing.
Oh yeah. So I know I ain't really gave y'all nothing like to chew on here on the Unholy Tea. And I haven't done that because right now I feel like it's a time for me to not do so. I feel like it's too many voices out here. There's too many people that could be let me think of the exact words I'm going to use. It is an abundance of people that feel that they have something that everybody needs to hear. So from my perspective, I've chosen to kind of fall back and let them people go ahead and do their talking. I got a simple mind frame as to why I'm doing it this way. Let them talk. Let's see. if in 1 year, in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and 5 years, if that walk equals that talk. That's kind of where I'm at. I wonder what Hirsch has been up to because he's been really, really quiet.
Honestly, I have zero idea.
I don't think I've seen Hirsch this quiet ever, for real.
Well, I hope he's found what he's looking for, because I definitely know he's looking for something.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all?
And mine's been right there the whole time, so I'm just keep gunning for it and keep walking towards it. Kicking indoors. And I'm definitely not being quiet about it.
Oh, you talking about getting the truck?
And quite a bit extra.
Get him, coach.
I mean, if you're gonna start getting, I know my worth. That's all I gotta say is I do know my worth.
Elaborate, please.
You know, there's moments in life where I've never really known exactly what I could offer, what I have in my knowledge base. And I was recently asked to go and train somebody at work. And as I was leaving the dispatch office, it occurred to me, and unfortunately, my filter was non existent at this point no more. So I did turn around and go, "You do realize you don't pay me enough to do that, right?" Like, I'm considered just, I'm a swamper. I'm just the side seat. They're like, "No, you're not. No, you're not. You are one of our more experienced swampers. You're on your way to be an operator. You can train this operator. Not for the amount that you're paying me."
There's nothing wrong with that. Like, matter of fact, I've met people, I mean, where they tell me like work has got them training somebody, and they're like, but I don't get paid for it. And I'll look at them and be like, then why are you doing it? You'll be like, there's nothing wrong with being plain like, hey, you're trying to get me to do a job you're not paying me for. Like, no, you pay me for this job. I'm doing this job.
Yeah. You've let me feel second rate for the last year and a half. So I've given you what you've treated me like. If you want that extra, you've got to give me that extra.
I mean, I can say that from like working 2 jobs where like I took on more than just a regular shift lead responsibility, thinking I was going to like work my way into a promotion. It never happened either way. So there's nothing wrong with being like, oh yeah, no, this is what my job is. This is what you pay me to do. This is what I'm doing.
Yep. And yeah, so like getting the truck, getting my license, that's all stuff that's been fast tracked, which is why I'm sitting on my ass right now, because there's a waiting game and a waiting period.
Nice, nice.
But if you know what you got, and sometimes that word vomit or that no filter moment is the universe really pushing you to get what you are supposed to have. It's reminding you that you got to remember your worth at that moment, because that's where that thought process comes in, where you will do it for free or you will do it for whatever, or just keep saying yes and yes and yes and taking the shit. It's because it's going to, you feel like it's going to better you, but they also want to see that you are able to speak what you need and what you want out and get it. Like, actually get it. You're not going to get it by waiting for it. You're only going to get it by taking it.
Now, there's also a strategic part to that too. It'd be like, make sure when you say it, you saying it to the person that's got the power to make like whatever you talking about happen. If you say it to somebody who is below that job category, who is below that pay grade, you just gonna get cracked like you be a smart ass. But like,
Not even just that, they're going to steal your goddamn idea.
if you say that to somebody that's like in the position with the juice to make that happen, it's gonna be like, hold on, because they automatically looking like how I'm about to solve this issue. That's why that conversation even happening, because you're the solution to an issue that they have.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I used to not see things like that, you know what I mean? And then like going through like it'll be like the whole being given that this is how we want a manager to work, and yeah. Like, oh, hold on. So I really don't have to work like a dog if I could actually get a crew in here, because it'll be this person's job to do this. Ah, okay.
Yep. No, and I'm gonna flat out say it. Like, definitely watch who you say it to, because I've been that person that's overheard it, or it's been brought up around me, and I definitely walked myself into that boss's office and went, "You do hazmat training in Colorado? You should put my name down for that. You should put my name down for that and send me out there. I'll go out there. I'll go work. Get me over there." They're like, "Bet, we got you down on the list."
On some bright news, went into work the other day, and I guess pay raises are coming around. I really don't give a crap right now. I don't care. But I also can say that I don't care because, like, fast food pay raises was always bull crap. Oh, I'll give you a quarter. Like, what is this? What is 15 cents? What you mean you gave me a raise? Man, shut up talking to me.
No, you threw your chump change at me to shut me up.
Even chump change, it was fractions of a penny. Like, oh, I gave you a 15-cent raise. What the fuck is that? What you mean you get 15 cents? Man, where a dollar at? Where $1.50 at? But I'm just kind of gonna sit back and see how that go. It'd be like, I don't know. I mean, a nice hefty one would be nice. Be the first time in life I got a cool pay raise.
That's how I've been feeling. Like, like sitting like this, there's been people that have been like, "Hey, you should go and do some work for this other company, cash work as a swamper for them." And I'm like, dude, I get caught in that truck, man. Everything that I just fought for the last 3 weeks is just gone. But I'm like, when you go from one seat to the other, it's like damn near like $5 rate. Just for the license. When I say I'm making a deal with the devil, I'm making a deal with the devil because I got to sign a contract. I got to stay put for a year.
A year. Give them one solid year and bounce on them.
I mean, they'll have me a hell of a lot longer if they get me in for that hazmat training. Do it during snowboard season.
Why during snowboard season?
Because then when I'm done doing my training at the end of the day, I can go snowboarding in the mountains.
Okay.
Paid vacation, man. You got to look at the positives. Like, when they send you somewhere, even when it's within the country, I'm like, what can I do when I'm there off work? What lakes you got? What rivers you got?
I ain't never even thought about a job sending me somewhere, so I can't tell you nothing about that.
You need to start thinking about that, because the job you're working at right now is going to send you all over the place. You are going to see things you never thought you were going to see.
Oh, no, they don't send us nowhere. I just go in local areas like the be right.
That's right now. That's right now. Long term.
So I technically don't work for Amazon. I work for a
I'm not
company.
talking about Amazon.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you said my job. I'm crying. I mean, yeah.
Damn, Max, I thought I was the one that was smoking the fat blunt. Come on. Okay, yeah, I'll give you that.
But I mean, I don't know. That I ain't gonna lie, like that's been on my mind a lot, but I know before I can even think about like outside of the country, I've got to clear up this back child support.
And as you perform within the country, that's definitely going to help push that. I believe in this. I believe in this. This is going to work out.
I ain't gonna lie to you, it's filling me with dread being that like I just went through child support shutting down the bank account. Like I don't want these bloodsuckers to know if I get some money.
If you look at the stories of some of the greatest artists out there, they were at their lowest when stuff just instantly out of nowhere just came back for them. Like it's coming. Your dedication is showing.
That don't make it no scarier.
I know it's something.
When you live a paycheck to paycheck, do you know how scary of a feeling it is? Like dead honest, like when like out of your control and like no way to like do nothing about it. Like you people that made some type of a paperwork error and took my entire paycheck from me. You know what I mean? And when I'm calling you, you're just telling me, oh well, you owe back child support, so we can do that. Man, listen, I get you can do it. I'm not disputing can you do it or not. All right, I've long since accepted y'all gonna play by y'all rules. You can do it. You can. Why are you going to do it? Why would you take every dollar from me? Do you want to like just put me to where my back against the wall and I feel like I'm trapped in a corner?
Yeah.
That's not where I want to be. Like in life, that position never worked out for me.
I feel you. I'm as a female on the female Canadian side of it. I've been requesting a call back from my caseworker for 2 months. For 2 months, she hasn't called me back in 2 months, and they don't let you call them. You have to keep. Like I feel you, but I don't let them scare me.
So when I say scary, let me clarify this.
That's why I was going to ask you, what is fear?
When I say scary, the exact frame of mind I'm defining as scary is being in a position where I'm not sure how I'm about to maintain my stability. I have worked very hard to get the stability I have. And I'll be honest, it's fragile. It's fragile. Like losing my paycheck, holy crap. Like I have no like if something happens and I can't get my paycheck, if I can't get the money I'm going to work for, I don't have okay, I'm gonna do this. I don't have a grandma or rich parents or anybody, hey, let me order a couple bones. So like in that situation, for me, it's on the flow because these bills don't stop. I got 2 car payments, I got child support, I got rent. Like it don't stop. So one way or another, I got to get some money. I don't like being in them positions because yeah.
No, you're not wrong. I just had to ask because it's one of those things. I'll carrying out on them. I'll be calling them all day, all night.
Listen. I'm talking about the one day I'm in the truck at work on the phone with child support. I just spent 2 hours with these on the phone with these bloodsuckers, and I'm getting nowhere because For whatever reason, these laws say that this is legal. Like, okay, I get it. You can do it. Why would you do that to somebody? Why would you leave somebody where they have nothing and expect them to maintain? To me, that's tail backwards business.
No, and they say the same things when you're in court too, because like I've brought that up, even when I've filed in the past when I've had custody and was supposed to be getting child support from them, and they'd even ask like, why aren't you asking for it from them? It's like if I ask it from them, they're not even going to have a house to live in. They can barely pay their bills as it is. If I add another bill on top of them, what good is that going to do them?
Now, on top of that,
They don't care.
I'm just more and more confused. You'll be like, I can remember a couple years back when I got a settlement. It was a deal. That way I got a couple dollars off my settlement. I paid off every portion of what I owed in arrears to the state. So I had a zero balance to the state. All of my arrears were owed to my ex-wife. Been working nonstop, paying child support. So I'm thinking that like I'm at a current stage. So imagine my surprise when a couple years down the line, I got you bitches telling me I owe y'all a couple grand to the state. And I'm like, how? And the answer I get is basically y'all take less than the court ordered amount every month. Like, what do you mean? You automatically deduct this money out of my paycheck. I don't pay y'all out my paycheck. Y'all got a holder on my paycheck and automatically take the money. Why are you taking $20 less than my court ordered amount every month? What kind of backwards Jewish math are y'all using?
Government math that means that you're still in debt to them so that they can keep clawing at you. That's what they do.
I get that. It's why I said, like, being in a situation where like something happened in my finances, that's scary. Because it's like, what am I about to do?
Oh, I'm about. There was a guy. I think it was 8, 9 years ago. Actually, I think it was a bit longer than that now. I can't remember. But he literally actually went into the EI office with Molotov cocktails and started throwing them because they messed with his finances. All over the government office.
He was not playing with them.
No, he was not happy. But I mean, like, that's what happens. You keep messing with people, like, they just get angrier and angrier. And I mean, when you got nothing to lose, you got nothing to lose.
I guess so. I guess so. Uh, my bad.
No, you're good.
Something that I had downloaded and finally like finished downloading, and it had a bunch of dialogue boxes that like popped up and had my screen stuck. Like, okay. Whatever reason, it took me 5 hours to download a couple plugins for my music program. Like, each just a long download. Yes, as soon as I'm done.
I like a different angle. The angle of your setup now is quite a bit better. I like it.
Thank you. I definitely like it better like this. I feel like I got more room. I got it all cramped up. And I got my mic to actually stay on the stand without falling every other day. Well, this has been another Monday of some unholy tea. It's a rather boring Monday for a rather boring September day. Boring is good, though. We want to thank Miss Jackie for popping in with us as always. Much appreciated. We definitely want to send a big rest up and get well out to Scott. And
Wishing you well, Harsh.
Oh yeah, Harsh know we wish him well. I'm guessing the prodigal brother busy doing something. But there we go with that one. Y'all know we back here Wednesday night with Scott Jr. And I'm thinking a full cast, a full lineup. I don't know yet. Just any parting words from Jackie?
No. I guess I gotta plan my Wednesday out differently.
I don't know. I'm guessing.
Guess we'll find out.
Y'all take
We'll
care.
let you know.
Boop. And boop.